Alright, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome in. This is BabyNation.com back here with another video. And guys, today we are going to be ranking NFL uniforms. I try to keep the NFL content up to date at least like once a week, but it's really hard to really get into anything about NFL, especially when the off season's here. That's kind of why I'm struggling with the NBA right now. But yeah, you know what? It is what it is. We're just trying our best here, and like I said, we just can't wait to get into the NFL season. So if you guys are ready, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button for me. Make sure you guys join the Discord and follow me on Twitch at Moodler28, so you guys don't miss any streams. Every single time we stream on Xbox, it will be on there. So make sure you guys go check it out. Make sure you guys go check out our ESPN NFL Fantasy Football. The link is in the description. You guys have in between now and September 2nd to join that. Still plenty of time, so if you guys are very interested in that, please come join us. And if I need to make any more room, make sure you guys let me know on Discord or anything like that, or in the chat. And then we recently just did our NBA ESPN Fantasy. You guys can start joining that. I don't know when the draft's going to be for that, but if you guys want to play NBA Fantasy Basketball for the NBA upcoming season, make sure you guys come join me as well. And that, make sure the link is in the description, so come join us there. But without further ado, that's all my plugs, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, ladies and gents, we are back here at the tier list once again, and just because if you guys look down here, there's so many goddamn uniforms on this list, then I was gonna have to break it up here in different categories, but I did 6 this time because, you know, it's a long list of uniforms, and we gotta get this all straight. And before we go any further, I'm not sure what some of these uniforms are, so I'm just going to rank them anyway. I don't know if it's current uniforms or just some of these I can tell are not current uniforms. So whatever uniforms that we have on here is the ones I'm going to be ranking, if they're real or not. Like I said, I don't know, and I don't know if they currently exist, but we're just going to rank them anyway. So let's go ahead and get through the tier list. Top of the tier, we have Elite. Below that we have Good. Below that we have the uniforms that are not bad. Then you have the uniforms that are decent. Then we have Okay at best, and then we have Horseshit / Ash category. Alright, play is simple. Alright, let's go ahead and get it going. Alright, so the first team that we have here, I believe this is the San Francisco 49ers. And wait, am I right about that? San Francisco? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the San Francisco 49ers jerseys. And you just have the black, the white jerseys, and the red jerseys. Now these two are current, the red jerseys and the white jerseys, but the black uniforms I actually never seen before, and I would say they're just okay at best because the black doesn't really have a lot of pop in it, you know what I mean? But the white ones are not that bad because, you know, you wear the white with the gold, and I don't think it really looks that bad. But the red uniforms for San Francisco, and I'll put it in the good category. Actually, I actually do enjoy looking at the San Francisco red uniform. I think it looks pretty nice on the players, especially when you get to wear gold on them too, and I think it looks fantastic on them. Next up here is I'm pretty sure this is the Chicago Bears. Oh my god. Sorry guys if I yawn throughout this video. I am pre-recording. It's pretty late at night, so just no FYI there. But anyway, I believe this is the Chicago Bears. I could be wrong, but I don't know. We'll see. So the Bears, these blue uniforms look horse shit. I mean, these first of all, yeah, these uniforms look awful. I mean, the blue, the orange, I just don't really like how it fits with each other. These ones are not bad looking. You know, it has the brown, and they have the lines, so everything at least looks sharp there. The orange uniforms don't look bad either. I mean, it looks kind of out of place. I don't think it looks good as the San Francisco red uniforms, but the orange uniforms don't look that bad. And then the blue ones here, I think is just decent at best, man. It's because the blue uniforms are kind of like a little decent for me, you know what I mean? They don't really bring a lot of attention to my eyes, you know what I mean? So I would just call it decent at best. And then I think these are, oh no, okay, so that's a different team. All right, next we have the Cincinnati Bengals, and I don't know what uniforms these are. I know they're definitely not current, but these uniforms are absolutely horrendous, man. I mean, just look. I don't think I've ever seen a uniform with like a gray sleeve underneath. I don't think I've ever seen that. But these Bengal uniforms are actually good. Like the white ones, these are actually good, and it doesn't matter what you wear, especially if you wear all white or if you wear the black pants with those. Those look fantastic as well. And then these uniforms look good as well because it's the actual black uniform, the black uniform that they currently wear. Those I think look fantastic. So I don't. So even if you do wear those, I think these will look pretty good. So I like the Bengals Parade Selection uniforms. I'm just not sure what this one is though. Actually, I'll say okay up. I'm gonna move it. Actually, yeah, no, it's going to stay in the ass category. All right, next we got the Buffalo Bills. So all these uniforms they wear currently, and I don't know where the uniform is right here, but I'm just gonna throw it out of the way and just say it's horseshit because it looks like a high school uniform. But anyway, for the Bills uniforms, okay, so the white uniforms. I think it's decent. I'm not gonna say anything too special or anything too mad about it, but I think it's decent. It definitely goes really well with blue. And then we have the red uniforms here. I actually think the red uniforms are elite. I'll be honest. I always been a fan of the Ravens. I always been a fan of the Bills red uniforms, and I think it just looks fantastic with the players. But it's really unfortunate that they don't wear these uniforms that much. And then the blue uniforms are still good. I've always been still a big fan of the Bills blue color, and I've always been a big fan of those uniforms. Alright, next we have Denver, and then we have the blue and orange here. I'm gonna say it's decent. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not the worst thing out there. Then we have the white uniforms, and I think that just looks decent too. Then there's just it's not really enough pop to it. But then we have the orange uniforms, and I actually think the orange uniforms look good. I think Denver's best uniforms are definitely the orange uniforms. I like how the orange pops out with the blue in this one more, and then the blue pops out with the orange. Alright, next we have the Cleveland Browns, and the Browns honestly do not really have that good of a jersey selection here. The orange ones here are not bad. I'll give that one to them, but the brown ones isn't bad either. But the brown ones. I'll put the Browns up here. I actually rather have I'm gonna put the white ones right here and the orange ones down here. But these ones are horse shit. You're talking about the brown with the orange. I just don't like it. I never looked at this and had any joy with it. But the Browns uniforms, but the current uniforms, these are actually current. The brown uniforms itself, I think it's just okay at best. Like I said, I don't think brown really brings it to pop any color of the uniform, no matter what your secondary color is, and I just never enjoyed it, so it's gonna go right there for now. Alright, next up we have I believe this is the Arizona Cardinals, and so let's go and get to it. So I'm gonna rank the Cardinals uniform as this is their current uniform. All the blacks uniforms that they have right now. So I'm just gonna count that as that. And those are by far the Cardinals' best looking uniforms. About those, the all blacks with the blacks helmet, those look absolutely phenomenal. Then we have the white uniforms. These are we talking about currently? Actually, no. I'm talking about the red ones. The white ones are actually not that bad looking because you got the Cardinal. I know it doesn't have Cardinals in it, but the uniform itself doesn't look bad. And then we have the red current uniforms. And I'm talking about currently. These uniforms look awful. They look awful. The red uniforms look like, I don't even know. I can't even describe what the red uniforms look like. They just look like a big pile of dog shit. Next we have the Chargers. So this used to be I guess this is their alternate uniforms or something like that. But whatever, it looks really good. I love how the blue lines in with yellow. I'm always a big fan of blue plastic yellow uniforms. Then we have the white uniforms, that actually does not look bad either. Like I said, it does not matter if it's white. I still like the blue and yellow pop with it. And then we have the blue current uniforms, and I'm just gonna call it as that. But these are elite. You're talking about the light blue. You talk about the light blue with the yellow. Like those uniforms are absolutely amazing. I love those. And then we have the dark blue uniforms. I love these ones too. I think these ones look really good, and I wish in their city. These are now their city edition uniforms, and I think they look absolutely spectacular. Next we have the Chiefs. Alright, and then they only have two uniforms because that's all they ever wear. But anyway, we have the red uniforms. So now these ones are the red ones that they wear currently at home. I think these one looks pretty good. I don't think it's elite, but I think it looks pretty good. You know, they got the red, they got the white, they got the stop and pop. It looks nice. But the white uniforms, I think it's just decent at best, because I know you have the AFC on it, and it doesn't look that bad. But at the same time, I'd rather have any of these uniforms over the. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it up here. I don't think it looks that bad, especially when you wear the red pants with the. It don't. The uniform doesn't look bad. Next up, we have the Indianapolis Colts, and they actually have a pretty shitty here uniforms. But the blue ones are just decent. Actually never been a fan of the Colts uniforms in the first place, because you only got two colors, and it's going to be a little basic. But yeah, these ones are decent. I actually do think their white uniforms are not that bad. Matter of fact, I would call those probably their best uniforms of it all. And then these dark blue uniforms are okay at best. I wouldn't call them ass, but they're just okay at best. Next, we have the Washington Commanders. So to me, Washington's black uniforms are not bad looking, because I know it doesn't really have Washington. I know it looks kind of weird, having the lines, having your name right there. But I don't think it looks bad. Like, if you look at the team and how they wear the uniform, they're not bad. They do have the white uniforms. I actually don't think they're bad either. I think they look pretty good, especially when you wear burgundy pants to it. It fits right. I think it looks good. Now, these yellow uniforms, it's not ass, but it's pretty close to it. I'm gonna say okay at best. I know they don't wear these currently. And then we have the burgundy uniforms, which I actually do think those are good. I love looking at those Commanders, black and burgundy and yellow uniforms, especially when they wear yellow pants with it. It looks phenomenal. Alright, next up here we have the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, this is the Cowboys. These uniforms are awful. Like, I know nothing about it, but they just look like shit. And then the road jerseys are decent. Like I said, there's just not much to it. And then we have these uniforms, or dark blue uniforms, that I actually don't think look that bad. But like I said, Dallas doesn't really have a good combination with the uniforms because they're team colors. But yeah, I'm about to say this one's decent at best. The white uniform's okay, and then wherever these uniforms they're pretty ass. Alright, next up we have the Philadelphia Eagles. I always loved the Eagles' black uniforms. I think they looked absolutely fantastic. As a matter of fact, they're probably one of my favorite uniforms in the entire league. Now, the white uniforms are decent, especially when you wear green pants with it. It doesn't look that bad. And then we have the green uniforms. That just looks decent too, because like I said, there's just nothing pop to it. It's just green. But if we're talking about these uniforms, these beauties, the city dish uniforms that the Eagles wear, absolutely elite. Absolutely, probably, like I said, like the black uniforms. Probably one of the best uniforms you'll probably look at. Alright, next we have the Miami Dolphins. Alright, so the white uniforms, I actually don't think the white uniforms are that bad. I'll be completely honest. Now, you could roast me in the comments for that, but I actually like them when they wear those with the blue pants. I actually like that a lot. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to zoom out my camera here. But these orange uniforms, I like the color, but I don't know how it fits with the uniforms. I'll just say it's decent at best. And then we have these teal uniforms. I love the Dolphins teal uniforms. I love these, and it's kind of a shame how they don't really wear these a lot of home games. I think they should be wearing this all the time. It looks pretty incredible. It looks pretty good if you're asking me. Next we have the Giants, and the Giants. Okay, so the Giants white uniforms, with the red ones. I don't really like it personally. Like I don't really like. Now these uniforms are not bad looking. They're not bad. But blue uniforms are okay at best, and then the current road uniforms look like ass. To be honest, I never enjoyed looking at the Giants road uniforms. I never did, and I probably will never do. Alright, next up we have, I don't know who this is. These are the City Edition Giant uniforms, but the City Edition uniforms now look like shit. They're the red ones, but these ones actually look pretty good. And I don't know what they are or what they came from, but these ones look pretty good. Alright, next up we have, this is the Jaguars. So what did I say before? This is the Jaguars. I think before, actually, did I say Jaguars? I don't know. I have to go back and watch it. But anyway, the Jaguars black uniforms looks really good. I'm not gonna put it in elite because I don't know if it's that outstanding, but yeah, it looks pretty damn good. So the black uniforms look good. The white uniforms look decent. You know, I'm not gonna complain about it. I always enjoyed the black and white combo sets. So I'm not gonna complain about that. These uniforms, I don't know what they look like, but they look ass. And then the blue ones is okay at best. I just don't really mess around with these two uniforms that much. And I'm pretty sure this is a Jaguar uniform too. Actually, it is, and I don't think these ones don't look like that bad either. Next, we have the Jets. Okay, so the white uniforms look decent at best. You know, there's just really nothing entertaining to look at there. These lime blue uniforms look pretty good. Then they have the regular uniforms that just looks decent. It just it doesn't actually I'm gonna say okay at best because it doesn't really have a lot of pop to it. You know what I mean? Next up, we have Detroit. The gray uniforms actually look really good. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish they wore that one more. The light blue uniforms, the white uniforms look not. They don't look. Actually, I won't put them up here. They look pretty good. And then the blue uniforms looks good too. Like I said, I don't think the Lions own a bad uniform set. Next up, we have the Packers. These uniforms look like shit. The current road uniforms looks decent, I guess, and then the green one looks decent. Actually, I'll give some props to the green one. I'll say not bad. I'm just not really a fan of green and yellow being the same color, but these uniforms are okay at best too. I'm not really a big fan of those Packers Edition uniforms there. Next up, we got the Raiders. So the white uniforms are decent. I mean, white and gray, you can't really do much out there. And then I guess their black uniforms are not bad, but I don't know. They're another team that's just kind of hard to rank. Next, we got the Rams. Alright, so these were the old school uniforms, and I would just say they're okay at best. There's none too much there. The away uniforms currently with this color and no yellow pants, I actually do think it looks pretty good. And then the royal and blue uniforms are elite because I always loved those Rams uniforms. I always loved them. Next, we got the Ravens. These uniforms look like god doo-doo. The Ravens black uniforms are elite. And then we have the white uniforms, which doesn't look bad. And then we have the talk about this one. We talk about the Raven City Edition uniform, the one they wear all purple. Absolutely, this one looks elite. And then we have the regular uniforms that looks pretty good too. Like I said, I don't know the Ravens actually do have a pretty good set of pretty good damn uniforms. Next up, we have the the Seahawks. So the white uniforms, not bad. Then we have the lime uniforms. I know a lot of people hate these uniforms, but me personally, I don't think they look that bad. Then we have the dark blue uniforms, and I think they just look decent. I'm not gonna put them not bad. Actually, I'd rather have these two uniforms in this one. And then we have, the Seahawks do have this City Edition uniform, which I actually do think it looks fantastic. We're talking about the one that had the logo. These ones look absolutely fantastic, and it's really good that they wear them on the field. Next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. I actually been a fan of the Steelers' white uniforms. I think it looks the cleanest, probably one of the cleanest looking white uniforms of it all. Then we have these uniforms, which I think it used to be their city's uniforms. It's okay at best. It doesn't really look that good. But we get to the regular Steelers uniforms, the black uniforms with the yellow. Elite. I love the uniform. They're always attractive to look at. But these uniforms, the Steelers, I don't know what the fuck this is, man. That's dog shit. Alright, after that we have the Houston Texans. So I know they kind of upgraded their uniforms, which I don't think this tier has it, but you know, it's whatever here. So the Texans' white uniforms in general is it's not bad. The red uniforms, you talking about the current red uniforms? Oh yeah, those are elite. I always love looking at them. Then we have the blue uniforms, which doesn't look that bad either. And then that'll be it for the Texans. Like I said, I don't think they don't really have a bad set for uniforms either. Next, we have the Titans. Dark blue. I mean, it's decent, especially with the color scheme. It's kind of hard for us to rank them. Tennessee's white uniforms are pretty decent too. Not nothing too much out there. The red uniforms are okay at best, but they were nearly about to go to the ass category because I don't really like that. But the light blue uniforms actually look good, and that's probably the only uniform I can look at Tennessee and say they actually got some pretty good damn using uniforms. But these ones right here are absolutely horseshit. I saw them wear once and I never enjoyed it. Next, we got the Vikings. Their white uniforms, I'm not gonna lie, actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie about that. These uniforms by here, about the blue, the purple and yellow, it don't look bad. It really does, especially when you get to see them on the field. Their normal purple uniforms now are pretty good. I like what they wear at home. So yeah, the Vikings don't really have a lot of bad set of uniforms either. Next up we have, I'm pretty sure this is Tampa Bay, but no, this is Atlanta. So Atlanta's black uniforms, I mean, it just has ATL. I mean, it looks decent, but I wish it just had a little bit more detail to it. Then we have these white uniforms, which looks decent too. Like I said, I know I like the black and the white combo, but I just need a little bit more out of it. These red with the black Atlantas actually looks really good, and you might expect me to put that in the ass category, but I'm not going to. They didn't look that bad once it's home on the field. But these uniforms right here, the red ones, are okay at best. They're not the greatest uniforms out there, and I would be surprised if you guys look at this uniform and say like, "Oh my gosh, I love this thing." Like it wasn't really that good. Next, we got the Saints white uniforms. Okay, decent at best. These uniforms are decent at best. Their tan uniforms are atrocious, but their black uniforms are good. Like the home black uniforms we're right now. Yeah, they're pretty good. I know this is a long list, so if you guys can't see anything, I do apologize in advance. Next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These uniforms are like shit, and I don't even know anything about it. The white uniforms look good, and I actually like the look of it. The red uniforms look good too, because I love when Tampa Bay wears red, and I think it looks really good on them. Their City Edition uniforms currently, and this is their current City Edition uniforms, is elite. Probably, like I said, probably one of the better looking uniforms in the entire league. I think it looks phenomenal. I love orange on Tampa Bay. But yeah, but these uniforms look great, and then Tampa Bay doesn't really have a bad option of a uniform. And last but not least, we have the Carolina Panthers. These uniforms, I'm gonna say decent. It doesn't really look that bad. I like how numbers are look on that one though. The white uniforms are okay at best. You know, I haven't really been a fan of Carolina's road uniforms. The blue uniforms don't look that bad. And then my favorite one for Carolina, the black uniforms are actually elite for me. I actually like looking at those black uniforms for Carolina. I think it actually looks attractive, and when you wear all black with it, that's when I even enjoy it even more. But like I said, guys, that's gonna do it for this very long list of ranking NFL uniforms. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and let me guys know in the comments below what you guys agree and disagree from this tier list. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop out, get this nigga so you guys can watch on time. I appreciate your support, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is BeamerNation.com. Peace out, stay safe, and we'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.